Do you think extraterrestrial life exists? If so, when do you think it might be found? Yes, it exists, but we'll never find it because it's too far away. I think it exists and may never be found by our species before extinction. Sometimes I think the surest sign that intelligent life exists elsewhere in the universe is that none of it has tried to contact us. Calvin and Hobbes. I think humans are the extraterrestrial life on this planet. Yes, I think it exists. We might find evidence of past microbial life on Mars in the near future. We might find living organisms under the surface ice on Europa or Enceladus. But there's a big difference between life and intelligent life that we could communicate with. It took 3.7 billion years to go from microbes to microprocesses here. In what might be relatively benign circumstances. The error bars for some of the terms in the Drake equation, https://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/Drake_equation, have been shrinking due to recent discoveries. But some will remain unknowable. The chance of intelligent life somewhere else in the universe seems exceedingly high. But finding them, or them finding us, is both a problem of distance and time. There could have been great civilizations that existed until their sun went supernova. The extreme likelihood is that no human will ever even leave our solar system. So how can we find life in another galaxy? The most important question is not even to find it, but to get to it. I believe that many new species and creatures can be found in our oceans. After all, only 5% of it has been explored and no more than 1% of the seabed has been studied. Yes, it exists. Our galaxy is not even close to 1% of the entire universe. So it'd be extremely unlikely that our planet is the only one containing life. However, we probably won't detect it because it might be too far away. Besides the distance that make communication impossible, there's also other barriers. The technical one, for example. They live in a completely different world, so they might have completely different senses. Completely different techniques. Completely different ways of thinking. Also, if we now detected a far, far away civilization being in a Stone Age state, they're probably further advanced than us. But since light takes so much time to travel this distance, we can only see what happened there X years ago, with X being the distance in light years. I believe in UFO porno. It's already been found. You just don't know it yet. Yes, it exists, but if we find it, the results could be catastrophic for either one of us. I mean, Elon Musk walks amongst us. Yes, and I think it's very likely humans have already made contact with them. I actually think there is a good possibility that humans are a form of extraterrestrial life and we were brought here from somewhere else in the galaxy or even this solar system. Highly probable it exists. Chances of us finding it, I do not know. Two possibilities exist. Either we are alone in the universe or we are not. Both are equally terrifying. Arthur C. Clarke. Edit. Spelling. P.S. Sorry if there are still bad spelling. Extraterrestrial life comprises any bacteria or virus not from Earth. The chances of us finding that are astronomically higher than us finding intelligent extraterrestrial life. Yes, and it will be the collapse of religion. I honestly think it's already been found. We're just not privy to it as average Joes. I could see extraterrestrials paying Earth a visit in our lifetime though. I hope it does. As for when to find it, in a very distant future. If we find it, They might have been extinct for 1 billion years and we'd still receive their comms up 1 million years due to re-expansion of the universe. Technically, we are extraterrestrial to anything else out there, so yes. I'm hopelessly optimistic when it comes to this. Yes, extraterrestrial life definitely exists, and there is also a pretty good chance that intelligent or sentient extraterrestrial life exists too, and I genuinely believe given enough time we'll discover them. I keep thinking about how far we came since the 1800s. Think about how we might look in the year 2200 with this pace regarding technological innovation. If we don't kill ourselves. I strongly believe we can become an interstellar species within the next 4 centuries or so. I think there is a better chance it will find, or already found, us before we find it. Our tech isn't there yet. Oh, they exist, but take a look at Reddit and you'll realize why nobody wants anything to do with humans. What makes you think they aren't already here? But we just too dumb to see it, so we masturbate over PC culture and try to prove our feelers to other people that are doing the same as well. I think it's extremely likely we'll find life on other planets in our solar system in the next 100 years. Possibly sooner. Hopefully in my lifetime. It will most likely be microbiology in Martian ice or in the upper atmosphere of Venus. Or on one of Jupiter's moons. We might also find more complex multicellular life on Jupiter's moons. But that's far less likely. What's really not likely is that we'll discover intelligent life. If we ever actually can look through a telescope to a precise planet and find a civilization out there, it could be 100,000 light-years away. It wouldn't exist in the form we'd observe it in and might not exist anymore at all. Anyway, it would be completely unreachable.